All right, folks, it's time for your history lesson. Look to the left of the B-17. You see taxiing in one of the very few Fairchild FC2s left in the world today. I bet that's Harry Tebow probably, or Jim Obawa. From our collection, Anoka County Airport, from Golden Wings Museum, Greg Herrick's collection of 1920s to 1930s commercial aircraft. That's our Fairchild FC2. She's going to Oshkosh, of course. She'll be in the Federal Pavilion with the wings folded. Big old thing. You know, Sherman Fairchild was known for developing aerial cameras. He couldn't find an airplane to be a camera ship. He says, well, I'll design one, and he did. The initial ones were powered by Curtiss engines. They put the Pratt on it. That's what this one is. Now, this one's got a great history. The markings it's wearing right now are the markings she wore when she was based out at Kitty Hawk many years ago. But if I say NASA, you know what I mean. If I say NACA, National Advisory Council on Aeronautics, the board of NASA, you're looking at NACA's very first airplane, that Fairchild right out there, the FC2 W2. And that's a great old airplane. And I'm guessing the annual's just been finished. And as a result of that, they're giving a little test. That might be Harry, it might be Jim. We'll find out when they get her in here. But that's one beautiful airplane. It's part of our great collection up there at Anoka County Airport, Golden Wings. Wife and I'll be at Oshkosh, probably with the Stinson Tri-Motor once again this year. That's what we were ground crew on last year, the beautiful 1931 Stinson 6000B. You see the Fairchild out there. You know, Fairchild is famous for a whole series of trainers during World War II, the Cornell series, the PT-19 to 23 with the radial engine, and the Cornell 2 or 26. Great series in the 24s, the Model 24s, some with Ranger engines, some with Warners. Anybody remember Pan American Airways? Long since history, isn't it? Now, right? So they got another airplane, they got a bunch of jerry cans. They found themselves a cowboy, no less, as you watch the Avenger take off. Knew how to handle a rope, flew the other airplane above the Spokane Sun God. Cowboy lowered the jerry cans to the Buell Air Sedan. Right, we're getting ready to fly our Flying Fortress once again here, ladies and gentlemen. Dwayne operators used them to bomb forest fires for many years. That's why most of them survive. Are still flying because they're tanker operators. Same thing with the B-17s. The Fortress you're looking at, certainly the U.S. Coast Guard also is used as an aerial tanker. All right, get your cameras ready, because from the right, here comes Brad Deckard. This no stealth fighter. This is the TBM Avenger, ladies and gentlemen. At 2 o'clock, World War II in the Pacific, one of our special guests, Leon Frankel. Leon was an Avenger pilot. You get to see and hear the airplane fly, and go hear Leon talk about flying the Avenger in the Pacific. That's at 2 o'clock, our symposium. Also be Dick Cole, the Doolittle Raiders, Jim Hill, the Black Sheep Squadron, along with Leon Frankel, the Avenger pilot. All right, out over the control tower once again. Brad Deckard, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed him the first time, get your telephoto ready, make sure the lens cap is off. All right, low and fast, the TBM. skies to the east. Get ready to make another run, just like they did against the Japanese Navy during World War II. Brad Deckert, ladies and gentlemen, TBM. Already down. If you notice, you look at the Avenger up close, you could have seen the tail hook from carrier landings. Stearman taxis out. All right, wheel landing for him right now. Now when he comes in, be sure you're paying attention to our plane handlers. If you didn't see the wings unfold, you get a chance to see them fold. Now, you know, they fold back along the fuselage. And Leroy Grumman figured out the method of folding the wings by using an eraser and some paper clips. You wanted to save space aboard the carriage. You didn't want the wings to fold up, because that took up too much room going vertically. You wanted them to fold back. To spend time for the Wildcat. It's also used on the Hellcat and later on the Avenger. Fortress powered by 4 Cyclone engines, 1,200 horsepower for takeoff. 1,385 war emergency at 25,000 feet. Anybody older enough to remember Studebaker? Some of you are. A good portion of the Wright Cyclones were actually built by Studebaker that powered the Flying Fortresses. So something to kind of remember there. The automotive industry built a lot of aeroplanes. Ford had a chance to build Merlin engines. You know, he turned them down. He thought the British were going to lose. So Packard got the contract instead. Continental also built some Merlin engines. All right, the Fortress is taxiing down to the end there. Glenn Engels, Jeff Rule, ladies and gentlemen, are pilots for Yankee Lady. Back in the 80s, I saw that aircraft a couple of times when she was under restoration in a hangar at Willow Run Airport. They brought her in as a fire bomber, took her all the way apart, cleaned up all the corrosion, took care of some metal work. It had a big cargo door on the side, replaced that, put in the correct waist gunner position. One of the most fully restored B-17s in the world. She's right here at Flying Cloud Field. All right, let's watch Brad as he brings the aeroplane around the corner here. Let's watch the wings. Notice under the wings you got the rockets. On the starboard side you can see the radar pod. Let's see what he decides to do here. Okay, leave him out. All right, gonna leave him down this time, getting a chance to see how big that airplane is. That is one large single-engine airplane. Its replacement was a thing called the Guardian, which had an R2800. Only a couple of those remain today, none currently airworthy. Yep.
Chris, Joe, we're gonna go down a little further. Mom! Yeah? Yeah?
Yankee Lady. Hey, how many places you can go short of Oshkosh? See B-17, P-51, P-38, the Mustang, the Avenger,